what I did instead was remember back to my first years in university. I took a introduction to psychology course, and I remember two or three things from that course for the entire year. And one of them was the story of a man named H.M., or called H.M. Those were his initials. His identity hadn't been revealed. And what I learned in 1971 was that this young man, he was then 27, had brain surgery to try and cure his very profound epilepsy. He couldn't function with the epilepsy, and they thought they had figured out what part of the brain the disrupted electrical signals were coming from. It was the hippocampus. It was an organ deep inside the brain. And they decided to remove it to see if they could cure his symptoms. And at the time, nobody really knew what the hippocampus was for. So they thought, well, this should be safe. And when he came out of the surgery, his epilepsy was indeed reduced. But the doctors and nurses quickly realized that he had developed profound amnesia, that he couldn't remember specific details from his past, and that he could not form new memories. And at the time, I was 18 years old, I was haunted by this story. I can't imagine what that would be like. I can't imagine what it would be like to talk to that person. And I'd never forgot that story. And in a couple of stories for Time, I referred to him. We did actually a cover story on memory. And basically, whenever you talk about memory in a journalistic article, you have to talk about H.M. because he was I should say, after his surgery, they realized, oh, that's what the hippocampus does. And and that began years of research by neurologists into what H.M.'s specific deficits were. So they probed what he was able to do, what he wasn't able. He basically became the face of the modern study of memory.